the sport that I like, powerlifting, is just to compete. I will keep competing.
Representing Saudi Arabia, Brahim Mustafa. Representing Saudi Arabia, Asil Al-Hawsawi. Representing United Arab Emirates, Saif Al-Zaabi. Representing Panama, Ray Dimas Vasquez. Representing Thailand, Tongsa Marasri. Representing Greece, Grimislav Miosiats. Representing Great Britain, Matthew Harding. The technical officials for this session are
away. So it's looking like potentially a five-way battle for the medals, maybe seven, just going on the figures alone. Could be, should be. A lot of fun. Here are our referees for this men's up to 72 kilo final. Olga Pokovashina of Kazakhstan, Mohammed Iman of Egypt, and Hadis Shakuri of Iran. The technical controller of this is Jari Laine of Finland. And the various records. Good old Bonnie Gustin going up to 2:30 in this for Malaysia at the World Championships 2 years ago. Actually, it was in the Dubai World Cup 2 years ago, 2:30. And Donato Talaska, the next-gen record from 2019. He is still that young, and that came at the Egger World Cup 4 years ago. And Bonnie has all the Asian records that matter. And give him about 25 years and the Legends record should be coming his way too. And Hainia Cantillo of Colombia. Mohamed El Alfat with the Americas and African records. So it'll be a long time before we see Matt Harding. Tom Whittaker, the head British team coach.
Is that all you got? Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger. You push harder. Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster. So is that all you got? You put your best and the rest in. No resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor. I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got?
So our first two competitors represent the host nation, Georgia, and it is international debuts for both. Hence, they're both going for lifetime bests, as it's the first time we've seen them in the big time. Atil Tilatsani. He's 32 and making his international debut. So, a lift of 70 to get his international career underway. Didn't need to do a tremendous amount.
No lift.
Oh, it's no lift though. It's 2-1 against, and for varying reasons.
Loaders load the bar to 88 kilos, rack height 16.
So he's not been given the benefit of the doubt there. No joy. I think he was battling, well, yeah, I think the stop sequence. And there's an uneven press coming as well. So he's not pressing with the equally timed lockout of both arms and elbows on the way there, I think, anyhow. But yeah, you'll think your own thing.
For the first attempt, representing Georgia, Revaz Gorgadze.
And next up for Georgia, Revaz Gorgadze. He's not being pushed on by Portuguese team coach because they're not here. To be honest, most of the time they're not here. Another international debutant, and Gorgadze was originally looking at 95, but he's going for 88 now. And this again would be quite obviously a lifetime best, but worth going for. Got to start somewhere. So here he goes for 88. And he has breezed through that. That's a nice way to get the international career underway. He obviously wasn't very confident about that. He can thank the higher power. And he can thank himself as well. Good job. Got it right, good lines, 3 white lights this morning. And you can focus on his attempts as intently as you like, you won't find anything wrong with it. He's 37 now. A nice way to make international debut. So now for Thailand, Puttachat Panongket. He is a next-gen competitor. He's aiming for 130. So we saw him finish 9th in the Asia-Oceania Championships in Pyeongtaek in Korea last year. He was here for the World Championships in 2021. He finished in 25th there, 5th in the World Juniors in Astana in 2019. Bronze in the Bangkok World Cup in 2021 on home soil. That was a good result. He's from the Buriram Club. And actually it was his brother's weightlifting coach saw him one day and suggested why not try powerlifting, and it is amazing how many people have the door open for them that way. So here he comes, and aiming for 130. Oh, look at that. Well, he's enjoyed that. No doubt he's enjoyed that. What a fine lift. Good lift for Puttachat Panongket. Oh, how well he's done there. Very, very impressive. Still only 18 years old, and hence next gen for another 18 months. That was the very definition of a good lift. So the next two we're going to see from Saudi Arabia. Ibrahim Mustafa will be the first to go, 145. He's been a bronze medalist in the old version of the Asian Championships in the noughties, bronze in 2005. He's competed in 2 World Cups. The most recent was 2010 in Kuala Lumpur. He had no mark in 2002, was down the field in 2010, 8th in his last Asian Para Games in 2010. I was bronze in 2011. Mainly he's been in the World Cup circuit since then. We did see him in the Fazar World Cup in Dubai towards the end of December. He finished 5th in that. So aiming high at 145. So here he is, going for the lead. And this is basically the start of that bank of competitors divided by around 30 kilos who are all in contention for a medal. And he's the first of them to be so. That is a good lift for Ibrahim Mustafa. He leads on 145, 3 white lights. Just a 1 miss so far. All well executed. Nice lift. That's a nice way to start. And so far, they've all pretty much pitched themselves in well. Also for Saudi Arabia is Asil Al-Hassawi, also going for 145. 7th in the Asia Oceania Championships last year in Pyeongtaek in Korea. He's been around quite a while, actually, even though he's only 26. He made his World Championship debut in 2014 in Dubai, no mark in that. I was junior silver medalist in 2014, and he finished 7th in the Dubai World Cup that passed a couple of months ago. His coach has been Ali Al-Yami of late. We've got a good selection of champions in this and major championship medalists. So 145, and that's a good lift as well. So it's Saudi Arabia 1 and 2 right now, and that's 3 white lights as well, and everybody's pitching themselves in perfectly. No real issue for him in terms of the weight. The only miss we've had so far has been from an international debutant, and that would have been really just down to technique because he got a couple of things askew.
For the first attempt, representing the United
So continuing on the first round, and it's the host nation for the World Championships in August, Saif Al-Zabi for the United Arab Emirates, who we saw in the Dubai World Cup in 2021, finishing 10th, and this is his biggest event outside of his homeland, lifetime best of 158. And his target is 150, so it's 8 off his lifetime best. Waded into that well. Al-Zabi at 150, and that too is 3 white lights for Al-Zabi, and that is a good lift. Excellent. Well, this is all going well. Just what you want on a Monday morning. It is May Day, Labor Day, so it's a public holiday in much of Europe, here included. And really, whether it is or it isn't here, it makes absolutely no difference to us because we're here anyway. The America's champion comes next, the winner of the gold medal in the Dubai World Cup, Ray Dimas of Panama. He's here, he's ready, he's keyed up for it. All finely tuned up. Ready to go. And you might say the first of the really serious contenders. He's going at 170. We've got 4 who are leaping in the 170s here. The man from Panama City, Maximo Viquez, is with him. Here he goes, 170. And that too is a good lift. Brilliant, brilliant. That too, awesome. Well, he's shown that, as usual, he's a big contender for this. Why wouldn't he be? The top 4 attempts are divided by 7 kilos. So, Asian Games bronze formally dethroned as Southeast Asian Games champion in solo in Indonesia towards the end of last year. Wasn't able to register a mark in that. 4th in the Paralympics in Tokyo. His last World Championships 2019. He's had 7 in total. The 2006 World Champion. The 2004 Paralympic silver medalist, and in the legend category in his own right, Tongsa Marasri of Thailand. So this for 175, and this for the lead. Going big. Oh, no. 2 and against. Differing reasons.
175 kilos, around height 15.
Well, that's quite something. It's weighted against him. It's just gone wrong.
For the first attempt, representing Greece,
So now one of the great campaigners, the twice European champion, but dethroned here. Finished just outside the medals last year when he was 4th. The 2013 and 2018 European champion for Greece, Vyacheslav Moiselas. 5 Paralympic Games, 7 World Championships. The man from Thessaloniki, Dimitris Ioannidis, has been his long-term coach. We were due to see him actually in Dubai for the World Cup Christmas week, but he didn't start that. And just ahead of his most recent triumph in Europe at 2018 Euro Gold in Bergsemer, that beautiful seaside town right up alongside Calais. He'd suffered quite a hefty injury, but despite that, got through it, got the gold. Top stuff that was. Top stuff this may well be. This for the lead at 175. And that is a good lift. Oh, Moisiadis is in form this morning. Brilliantly done. Forgets any prior hiccups. He is up and away.
77 kilos, rack height 3.
I have to say that was really well done by him. So that's 9 of the 10, and this is the 10th of the 10. And it's Matti Harin, the European champion, who lifted 179 for his big win here last year, and this is a big attempt at 177 from the Wirral. The former swimmer, and the World Championships aren't that far away. Later on in the summer, in August, in Manchester. 179 is lifetime best, and winning gold on this stage at the Euros in Tbilisi last year. Tom Whittaker, the British national team coach, on stage with him. They've, as usual, got a very well-experienced coaching crew here, and a handful of a team for this World Cup. but they have all delivered. Olivia Broom, Charlotte McGuinness, Becky Bedford, all been getting into the medals. And those three will be involved in the women's team event later. So this is 2 off that lifetime best from last year, where he earned his big glory. Championship debut was here as well in the World Championships in 2014. He finished 14th in that. 6 of the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham at the NEC. Here he is, 177. Nearly all the main contenders have delivered. But that is 2-1 against on the press sequence.
Loaders load the bar to 72 kilos, rack height 17.
There's a challenge put in for that. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It's one of those situations where it's only 2-1 against, and it's worth pitching one in. And now we wait. No luck. Jury had said no anyway, so it stays as is. So we had 3 misses out of the 10 in that opening round. If you were with us late last night and you saw the schedule pop up, we're starting at 10 AM Georgian time. Well, it's just past 10 AM Georgian time. We're heading into round 2. So we go into round 2, and keeping on his path, having missed out in the opening round on 70, the international debutant Archil Tilasani is going for 72 now. So 32, we've got 4 in this field who are also looking for medals in additional categories. Panam Ket in the next gen. While in the legends category, Ibrahim Mustafa of Saudi Arabia, Tongsa Marasri of Thailand, and Gemislav Moisiadis of Greece. 44 now. Tilitsani going for 72. Now, there are a couple of things that went wrong with his first attempt, and this one is good. It's 2-1 in his favour, so that's fine.
Load the bar to 92 kilos, rack height 16.
Stop sequence. It's a bit better this time. He was voted down, what we can see on that and on the press last time. 1 vote against this time, but you can get away with that. He's on the board with 72. Tilitsani for Georgia. His teammate Revaz Gogadze of Georgia, having cleared 88 in the opening round, going for 92 now. Now, it's been very warm in Tbilisi the last couple of days. During the day it's hit 24 Celsius, but it's been quite inclement. We'd thunderstorms the last few nights, actually very heavy ones, very loud ones. As we've said, I think every time we've come here, it's quite a windy place. You've got the sea lake just here alongside the venue, which is a lot more open, this part of the city, the edge of the city, and exposed than the city centre is. So 92 for Gogadze. And that is a good lift. Gogadze has done very, very well. So he's got 88, he's got 92. He's in 7th position. He now leads in terms of the total lift, but obviously he's got 2, and those who've lifted the heftier weights have only had 1 so far, but everything he needed to do, he got on spot on there. I said it's always busy when we come to Tbilisi. It is Georgia, a very good basketball nation. When we were here for the World Championships in 2021, and generally the hotel base, this being the Hualing Hotel, most are here. And for this event and for the Europeans last year, everyone's based here at the venue. Prior to that, at the World Championship, there were very many teams. All the officials were staying in the city centre right opposite the Sport Palace, the National Indoor Stadium. It was a basketball World Cup qualifiers time. Last year, they were one of the 4 host nations for Eurobasket. Also on, by the way, while those World Championships were on, it was the big Tbilisi derby in the Georgian Football League. There's an international judo competition on here this week as well. There were quite a lot of those competitors who were arriving here at the same time as the athletes here, including those from a couple of nations who aren't involved in most sports right now, but they are in judo. I can tell you that.
1 minute.
So Putachat Panamket of Thailand going for 135. He's worked hard on that one. And that's a good lift. He's going well. We've seen him in the last 3, well, the Paralympics accepted the last 3 major championships that he's eligible for, the Asia-Oceania Championships. Nice 9th place finish for him, the last 2 Worlds as well, the first of those being the juniors in Astana when he finished in 5th spot. He's going well. So 6 of the 10 in this have won championship medals in their time, and a good reason why 2 haven't. It's their international debut. Good reason why another hasn't is they've never been in an actual championship yet. And this is the latter of those. Saif El-Zabi of the United Arab Emirates. He is 43 now. And this an attempt at 155. His lifetime best is 158. And Mustafa Al-Hazawi, who started lighter than him in the opening round, are going a bit heavier in this second round. Al-Zabi for 155. And he has punched through it well. And that is a good lift from the two side referees, and that's all it needed to be. Al-Zabi clearing at 155. Strong lift. It's nicely done. We've only had 3 misses so far in the entire competition. So now the 2 for Saudi Arabia. Al-Hazawi is first. 145 in the opening round, 155 now, which means he would slot in below Al-Zabi in the pecking order, as Al-Zabi reached 155 first. Remember, the head-to-head rules have now changed. It is now whoever reaches a particular mark first, and if you're tied, well then it's the early bird who, yeah, you know the rest. So Al-Hazawi, 155. That tested him. That's been called as a good lift. 2-1 in his favour. He struggled on the press a little bit. But he's got it, 155, and he moves up into 4th position. Just looking to lock it out. And he made it through. Ibrahim Mustafa of Saudi Arabia now. Here's a leap, 18 kilos up from 145 to 163. He's getting memories back of the glory days. The Iowa's bronze, the Asia Oceania bronze, well, the Asian Championships bronze as it then was in 2005. And a good high finish in Dubai in December at the World Cup. Lifted 161 there, going for 2 kilos more here. His first major championship was the 2002 Worlds. That's how long he's been on the scene, 23 years of it. But mainly on the World Cup circuit now for the last decade. Pretty much exclusively in the World Cup circuit, actually. It's quite a considerable extra amount of weight on the bar compared to the opening round for Ibrahim Mustafa. Well, it's the stop sequence which is weighted against him, 2-1. Press was fine. Stop sequence wasn't. that extra weight was having a role to play all right, and he needed to linger it around the chest a bit more. So that's the first miss of this second round. And we've still got 4 to go in round 2. Tongsa Marasri of Thailand.
For the second attempt, representing Thailand,
The 3-time Southeast Asian Games champion, first in 2003, most recently 2017. They didn't have another Southeast Asian Games, the ASEAN Para Games, until late last year. He didn't get a mark in that. Hasn't got a mark here so far. Missed out in the opening round on 175. This would elevate him right up alongside Moisiadis at 175, but in second spot because Moisiadis got there first. And of the 3 heaviest attempts in the opening round, 2 were missed by Marasri and Matt Harding. Marasri had an unexpected mishap from his point of view in the opening round. It hasn't come here. That is a good lift for 175. He continued on his path a little bit, missed at 100 and in the opening round. 175 and now going again, and he's got it. Originally he was looking for 170 in that opening round, but added 5 on, didn't get it. He's got it now. Cleared up his problems. Joins Moisiadis on 175. So now Rey Dimas of Panama going for 179 and the lead, the America's champion, the Dubai World Cup winner. In terms of the global championships, he's been climbing up the rankings every single time. 3 world championships, 20th, 13th, 7th, most recently in Tbilisi. Paralympic Games, 5th in Tokyo. He's a global contender now. 4th in the Pan Ams in Lima, where quite a few categories, remember, are combined, like the Commonwealth Games. Commonwealth Games do it quite extremely, where you've basically got lightweight and heavyweight. And the 2 weight divisions in that combine 5 of the regular weight divisions together, and it's done on points. Rey Dimas, 179. Oh, he's winning on points, all right. He's winning on weight, thank you very much. 179, and he's into the lead. What a good, strong lift from Rey Dimas. Lifted 191 for that World Cup gold in Dubai. 182 for Pan Am gold.
For the second attempt, representing Greece,
Moisiadis, the twice European champion. Still a big contender every time he's on stage. Now, while he may have seen his European title depart here last year, still always a big factor. Finished behind Donato Tedesco, Ahmed Razimazar, as they had their massive battle for the 80-kilo title. Remember, they both went for the European record, and Tedesco got it, 2:05. Razimazar finished second in 2:03. Yuri Babinets, Ukraine, third, and obviously they've gone on this weekend. Razimazar picking up the win and the European record yesterday. So Moisiadis, 181. To overtake Ray Dimas. And to make this a tremendous joust between the two, he feels he's done enough with it. He has done more than enough with it. It is a good lift, and Gremislav Moisiadis is in the lead for Greece. That was very, very impressive. Had to fight the bar a lot, but he won. He got it up there. He got it raised. He got the good lift. And Moisiadis, 181. Look at that power being transferred through the arms, particularly the right. He glances to make sure that all was in order. He felt it. He sold that lift very well. He was confident that he had nailed it, and he did. So 181 for Moisiadis. He's into the lead. And Matt Harding of Britain, he's looking to join him on 181. This would be for second place, because he's not getting to it first. The European champion, and this is for a new lifetime best. 179 in winning here last year. Well, he's well up for it in what is a huge 18 months. World Championships in Dubai, the Paralympics in Paris. A succession of British swimming records, but now looking for a personal one on the bench by 2. And he does usually allow himself a good amount of time, and he's doing that now. Well tuned up. Still under a minute to go. Just about a minute. Like he does a lot. Taking his time. 15 seconds left. Remember, they were close to it last time. It was 2-1 against. They put the challenge in, didn't get it. He's happy with it. They all are. That's a lifetime best. 181. He goes into the silver medal position alongside Moisiadis. That is a brilliant lift from Matt Harding.
Loading the load bar to 75 kilos around high
3 white lights. Got it right. He might have felt he did last time as well, but that was ace. Got what he wanted. Waiting for the result to come up, and he knew before anybody. So lifetime best, 181. Moisiadis got there first. Moisiadis leads, Harding in second place. Well, they're both going to have to go higher now.
representing Georgia.
Moisiadis will be going for 183 in the final round. Demas 183. Harding 182. That's just come up. That can obviously change. Actually, 182 might be all Harding needs if the other two are missed, but we'll see. Final round. Everybody's got a mark. Artil Silitsani in 10th spot. This for a lifetime best of 75. He's had a good morning. The weight isn't any problem to him. And neither was the technique. He breezed through that. That is a good lift. 2-1 in his favour. That was really nicely put home. Keeping the clean lines. Both side referees gave him the nod. From the straight-on view, it doesn't look perfection. It wasn't given that way from our centre referee. Ravaz Gogadze from Georgia. He's going for 97. This to be his third lifetime best of the day. He's currently lying 7th in terms of the total lift. He's going to finish 9th overall in terms of the event, the best lift. 277 he's looking to get in terms of total lift, which would actually put him 5th for the moment. Can be knocked down the way. He is one of 6 who got both lifts in the opening 2 rounds. Gogadze for 97. Good lift. 2-1. And Ravaz Gogadze has got all 3 in the bank. What a fine morning for him. 97 he ends up on. And a total lift of 277. Quite polished. And like Silitsani, for future events, maybe can use where he's finished today as a jumping off point to start with. Or maybe just a little bit lower for safety's sake. But Gogadze and Silitsani have had good international debuts. Gogadze with all of his lifts, finishing at 97. Silitsani with the last 2 in, finishing on 75. Pudichat Panamkets. He'll be picking up next-gen medals. He's cleared 130 and 135, and this for 140. Well, he's already broken his lifetime best twice, and this for a third one. 128 was the mark with which he finished ninth in the Asia-Oceania Championships, and he started above that today, 130, and now this going on to 140. 2 successful lifts so far. He will stay in 8th place, but he would go into the lead in terms of the total lift if he gets this. And this is where he's starting to be really tested at 140, but he's got that raised sufficiently. Good lift. 2 to 1, and he hits 140, and that'll be 405 in terms of the total lift. Yes, it will. Good work. Well played. Panamket not raising any higher in terms of the final table, but he's had the 3 best competitive lifts of his career. And he leads in terms of the total lift. Al-Zabi next up, going for 156, so he's only adding 1 on here for the United Arab Emirates. And all of those around him are going quite considerably higher. We'll see if he's judged this right, though. Saif Al-Zabi going for 156. His lifetime best is 158. And the misnomer that some will have about lifetime bests is that if you do it once, you can do it every day. Oh no, you can't. So Al-Zabi for 156. That has not gone his way. The 2 side referees on the press sequence, and he only added 1 onto the bar. So he stays on 155. Had he got that 156, he would have been defending 5th place a bit more resolutely. Al-Azawi of Saudi Arabia going for 161. Seventh in the previous World Cup in Dubai. Veracruz and Mexico is on the calendar next month now, this being May Day, the 1st of May. And this would send him up into 5th position above Al-Zabi, who's just missed 156. Most of it to come on 163. Salazawi 161, and that is a step too far. Won't get that, couldn't complete the press. So he finishes like Alzabi on 155. And Alzabi got there first. Alzabi 5th, Alazawi 6th. And they can both be overtaken by the next man. He had added 6 onto the bar, but he has reached his limit for today. It might have been that 158 in hindsight was probably more achievable, but then we've seen competitors really struggle at weights, and then the third time they've come out and they've got it. It's a case of just being caught out while underneath the bar at the time. So this man can capitalize. 145 in the opening round. He missed out at this mark of 163 in round 2. So can he get it in round 3 to go up into 5th place? It would be his highest World Cup finish in a long time. Outside of that 5th place in Dubai, he would go alongside that. And after this, it will be a 4-way battle, not just for the medals, a 4-way battle for gold. They're all going for the win after this. So 163 for Ibrahim Mustafa. That made it gradually. Wasn't reacting the most confident in the bench. That press sequence was not going to get given. So he finishes on 145 and in 7th place. Panam Khet of Thailand still leads in terms of the total lift in 405, and the worst finishing position for him will actually be 3rd. Just struggling from there, trying to get the even press, and he's not got the equal lockout on the way. So the situation in terms of the total lift, we've got 4 to go, and those red marks against Harding and Marasri mean that they cannot overtake Panam Khet. Only Moisiadis and Dimas can, which means that Panam Khet is on the podium. The next gen man, the 18-year-old, has won an overall medal in terms of the total. Who wins the crown here? Marasri and Harding are both going for 182. Moisiadis 183, Dimas 184. Moisiadis leads on 181, Harding second on 181. And the bad news for Harding is if Marasri gets this at 182, he gets there first. So anybody else going afterwards, 182 is not the target to go for. It would have to be 183. So the first attempt at gold. Tongsa Marasri. And the way the weights are all right now, if all of these 4 weights are good, Marasri starting in fourth, would finish in the medals. Big moment for the man from Thailand for 182. The former world champion. Raised steadily. And that is a good lift, and he's into the lead in the final round. He missed his opening attempt. He has not led at any point in this competition until now. Marasri going for 182, and he got it. 2-1. Such pressure on him, and he answered it impressively. How good. He had a lot to do, but boy, the old desire is still there. World champion 17 years ago, Paralympic bronze in Sydney 2000, silver in Sydney 04, but Marasri is in front. Now the fact we're not seeing Matt Harding now will tell you that he's going for 183 now. Moisiadis going for 183 ahead of him. Having just lost the lead. He did 185 a couple of times last year, 185 in his opening attempt to finish fourth here in the European Championships. He didn't get any of his two subsequent lifts. 191 to finish eighth in the World Championships here. Moisiadis, 183. Big record attempt coming here for the Legends category. Be a legend in his own right if he can keep this stable and to go into the gold medal position. And he's made it happen! Moisiadis is there! He goes into the gold medal position in the final round. 2-1 in his favour, 183. That is a new Legends European record. And that's good news in its own right. But in this World Cup event, he goes into the lead. And that changes the horizons for those who follow. Again, that right arm wavering a little bit, but he's got the lockout. He's done all that he needs to do. He's followed through on what he's allowed, and bang, he goes in front. So what that means is that Matt Harding has elected to go to 184 now, which is a step up of 3 kilos from his lifetime best in the previous round, and 5 up from what was his European Championship winning mark from last year, his lifetime best for the past 9 months. So he went into this round thinking about 182. And then Marasri lifted 182, so moved it to 183. Moisiadis lifted 183. Now he's gone for 184, 183. now would only be good enough for silver, and 182 only good enough for bronze, as there are previous competitors who've hit those marks. Harding and Dimas at the moment are pitching for 184. Harding getting there first. Wanting to lift it first. He's still got a minute. It's the same routine. Surveying almost every inch of this auditorium. Still only 23, Matt Harding, after all of those successes elsewhere in para-sport. He's taken to powerlifting brilliantly. So this to go into the gold medal position. This is the moment that counts. Put a huge amount of strength into that. And it's 2-1 against. It is no lift. Both on the press from the two referees. It's probably worth them putting a lift challenge in. They're going to do it. So this can still be the moment that they go in front. Last one was not successful. This one, let's see. Moisiadis leading 183, Marasri 182. Do they change their minds now? And that is a no. And so Harding is in the bronze medal position. He may not stay there because Ray Dimas now can go for 184 and go for gold. Moisiadis in front, 183. Marasri second, 182. Harding third, 181. Ray Dimas goes now. So Ray Dimas coming in for the win. Currently in fourth position, the America's champion. .191 is his lifetime best. And that in winning gold in Dubai. His first lift there in the opening round in December was 183. This is 184 for the gold here. He would also win the total lift. Actually, no, he wouldn't, because his two earlier marks were quite a bit down to Moisiadis. So Moisiadis wins the total lift. Moisiadis is leading the competition overall.
1 minute.
This is the lift that can change that. It's Ray Dimas for 184. Needed to keep that under control at the end. And he didn't. It's 2-1 against. Dimas misses out. And he finishes in fourth place. It would have been a massive leap up, but both he and Harding missed out. 2-1 against on 184. Moisiadis hangs on with 183 for a big win. Marasri in second place at 182. Dimas looking to overtake them all to leap not just into the medals, but into top spot. There would have been a situation, by the way, had he got that Moisiadis, because he had a Legends record in that last round and he got his last attempt, the powerlift could have come into play for him, which now does go towards the result and the medals, which it didn't previously. Anyway, didn't happen. Moisiadis wins 183. Marasri with the silver, 182. Matt Harding the bronze for Britain, 181. And Ray Dimas in fourth at 179. In terms of the total marks, Moisiadis wins on 539. Panamket held on all the way through. The next gen athlete, the 18-year-old from Thailand. Silver for him on 405 in the total lift, and Marasri will get the bronze on 357. And there's only 3 competitors who got all 3 lifts in, and the winner, Moisiadis, was one of them. What a brilliant competition to start the final day in Tbilisi. Gemislav Moisiadis will get the gold medal in the victory ceremony in a few minutes' time. That's on the way. So victory ceremony for the men's 72 kilo final. This was really engaging, and just one of these weight divisions right now that is so strong that you see a big amount of movement. The fact that we still had 4 who were in contention for the gold medal going into the final round says an absolute huge amount about it. Matt Harding gets the bronze for Great Britain, 181. Coming in the second round, went for 184, didn't get that. Neither did Ray Dimas with the last attempt of the competition. Tongsa Marasri kicked it all off by lifting 182 to hit the front in that final round and to overtake Moisiadis. 182, Marasri, the 2006 world champion, ends up with, and the twice European champion, Gemislav Moisiadis of Greece, lifting 183 in that final round to get past Marasri. He had to wait quite a long time, as Harding and Dimas both went for 184 and missed it. But Moisiadis gets the win for Greece. Belting win by Moisiadis, who also claims victory in the total lift, ahead of Panam Ket of Thailand in second and Marasri in third. Well, if only we could give Ray Dimas a medal as well, because he played a full role in that, lifting 179, almost getting 184. But Moisiadis held out, wins on 183, Marasri 182, Harding 181. That was a lot of fun. And in terms of the total lift, Moisiadis got all of his marks in, 539, Panam Ket second, which is great for the 18-year-old. He wins the next gen title as well. And for those who are following Matt Harding, well done in getting up early. Competition which started at 6:45 on a bank holiday Monday. Men's 107. Over 107. The big men, the last individual final, gets underway in around 40 minutes time, so please rejoin us for that. Thank you.